If you're managing diabetes and relying solely on medication and diet to keep your blood sugar in check, you're missing a huge part of the puzzle. That's a bold statement, I know, but here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people battling high blood sugar have never been told about the 3 essential vitamins that could transform how they feel, think, and live. We've been trained to obsess over carbs, to fear fat, and to chase low numbers on a glucose meter, yet completely ignore the nutritional deficiencies silently wrecking our nerves, moods, and metabolism. It's not your fault, but from this point forward, it is your responsibility. In this video, I'm pulling back the curtain on 3 vitamins so crucial that a deficiency in just one of them can lead to brain fog, burning feet, chronic fatigue, and even higher blood sugar. Yep, that's right. When your body is running on low battery at the cellular level, no amount of dieting or exercise can fully fix it. But once you start giving your system what it truly needs, the results can feel almost immediate. So if you've ever wondered why you still feel tired even when you're eating clean, or why your nerves feel off even though your numbers look okay, stick around. What you'll learn today could be the upgrade your body's been waiting for, and best of all, these solutions aren't complicated, expensive, or hard to find. There's a silent hero in your body working overtime to protect your nerves and keep your blood running strong. Its name is methylcobalamin, the active form of vitamin B12. For anyone living with diabetes, especially those taking metformin or following a vegan diet, this nutrient can be the missing link between feeling sharp or feeling foggy. When your B12 levels dip, you might notice a subtle numbness in your hands or feet, trouble keeping your balance, or even moments where your brain just stalls. These are warning lights, not random quirks. Think of B12 as a buffer that protects your nervous system from slowly unraveling in silence. And here's the twist. The longer you ignore those signs, the harder it gets to undo the damage. Diabetics are at even greater risk because aging and medications block proper absorption. It's like trying to fill a leaking bucket. You can eat well, but your body might not retain what it needs. That's why doctors often turn to B12 injections. These aren't just quick fixes, they're rescue missions. A client once told me that within days of starting injections, their brain fog lifted like a curtain. If that's not powerful, I don't know what is. Now imagine being able to prevent nerve damage before it starts. That's the power of getting ahead of a B12 deficiency. For someone managing diabetes, this isn't optional, it's foundational. Simple steps like asking for a blood test or requesting B12 injections if you're on long-term metformin can be game changers. And if you're still wondering how to eat healthy while supporting your nerves, incorporating gut health foods like nutritional yeast, which is B12 fortified, is a no-brainer. But this only scratches the surface, because when B12 runs low, something else often tags along. You'd be surprised how many people walk around every day with a ticking time bomb in their bloodstream, and they don't even know it. B12 deficiency, especially in diabetics taking metformin long-term, can creep in quietly. No alarms, no sirens. Just subtle signs, like fatigue that won't go away, tingling that feels like static in your limbs, or your memory playing tricks on you. Up to 30% of these individuals are running on low B12, and it's not just about tiredness. We're talking real, measurable brain shrinkage and heightened cardiovascular risk because of rising homocysteine levels. Here's where it gets scary. trying to fix this with food alone often doesn't cut it. You could be eating all the gut health foods, following a balanced diet plan, and still fall short. It's like trying to fill a pool with a leaky hose. That's why high-dose B12 supplements or even injections are often the best route to recovery, especially when neuropathy symptoms are in play. By then, the nerve damage is already happening and time matters. And no, those gummy multivitamins you bought on sale probably aren't doing the job. Think of it like preventive maintenance for your body. Just like you wouldn't skip an oil change and expect your engine to thrive, you shouldn't ignore B12 levels and expect your brain and nerves to work at full speed. If you're someone on metformin or over 60, this isn't just a good idea, it's a must. Schedule regular blood tests, ask for serum B12 and methylmalonic acid markers, and don't wait until symptoms scream at you. Because once you understand what's silently draining your energy, you'll want to know where to recharge it, and it turns out, the answer might already be sitting on your plate. So, where do you actually get this nerve-protecting superhero called B12? Turns out, it's not hiding in some exotic superfood from the Himalayas. It's right there in everyday protein-rich foods. Beef liver, clams, sardines, and salmon are absolute B12 powerhouses. And for the plant-based folks, fortified nutritional yeast can be a lifesaver. Think of it as vegan gold. But here's the catch. If you're dealing with absorption issues, even eating these foods religiously might not be enough. That's why a balanced diet plan is important, but it needs to be paired with strategy, not just variety. And here's the part that most people don't realize. B12 is water-soluble, which means your body flushes out what it doesn't use. You can take high doses safely, and for many, that's exactly what's needed to reverse a deficiency. It's like topping off your gas tank after running on fumes. Especially if you're over 60 or on metformin, this isn't something you leave to chance. You wouldn't drive cross-country with a flickering fuel light, so why gamble with your nervous system? Now let's talk action. Don't wait for symptoms to show up, be proactive. Ask your doctor for a B12 panel during your next checkup, or grab a reliable supplement that contains methylcobalamin. And hey, if you're someone who asks, is food healthy enough to give me what I need? The answer here is, not always. That's why combining smart food choices with targeted supplementation can keep you sharp, balanced, and resilient. And if B12 plays this big of a role, just wait until you hear what vitamin B9 is capable of. Vitamin B9, better known as folic acid in its supplement form, might just be the unsung hero your brain and heart have been waiting for. It's like the project manager of your cellular team, overseeing DNA synthesis, neurotransmitter production, and the breakdown of homocysteine. Sounds complex, right? But here's the real kicker. When folic acid is missing, things feel off. Your mood tanks, your thinking gets foggy, and your nerves feel raw. And if you're diabetic, especially with poor folate conversion or taking meds like metformin, your risk of deficiency is even higher. Now, here's where it gets tangled. Folic acid deficiency can actually mimic or hide a B12 deficiency. That means even if you're taking steps to boost B12, you might still feel off if B9 is running low. This overlap can delay proper treatment, worsening nerve damage or mental fog. Think of it as fixing a leaky faucet while ignoring a pipe burst behind the wall. And for those with MBGFR mutations, a genetic variation more common than most realize. Your body can't even convert folic acid properly. That's why the form L-methylfolate exists. It bypasses all that mess and goes straight to work. Let's bring it down to ground level. If you're wondering how to eat healthy and boost folate levels, start with leafy greens like spinach, lentils, oranges, and fortified cereals. These are simple additions with big payoffs. And for those on medication or with conversion issues, an L-methylfolate supplement might be the smarter route. Folic acid isn't just for prenatal vitamins. It's a powerful ally for anyone wanting to protect their mind, support their heart, and keep their energy humming. But before we dig into folate's darker side, there's one thing you really need to know. Folic acid deficiency doesn't just sneak up on you. It slowly steals clarity, energy, and emotional balance without making much noise. One day, you're just a little forgetful. The next, your motivation's gone and your heart feels heavy for no clear reason. Sounds familiar? It's more common than you think, especially in folks over 60, those with MHFR mutations, and anyone juggling meds like metformin. And unlike a stubbed toe or sore back, you can't point to a bruise, just a growing sense that something inside is off. This deficiency doesn't just mess with your mind, it can affect your heart too. Elevated homocysteine levels caused by low folate have been linked to cardiovascular disease, and that's not something to shrug off. Add in the risk of megaloblastic anemia and creeping depression, and you've got a full-blown health storm brewing. If your nutrition isn't dialed in, and you're asking is food healthy enough to keep you covered, the answer might be not anymore. Especially not when absorption is compromised or your body's conversion process is broken. But here's the good news. Your body's just waiting for the right support to bounce back. Just like you'd charge a dead battery, replenishing folate levels can reignite your mental clarity and emotional stability. That starts with adding gut health foods like leafy greens, beans, and citrus fruits to your meals. Pair that with a solid supplement, especially L-methylfolate for those with absorption issues, and you've got a recovery plan. And speaking of recovery, there's another B vitamin with some seriously underestimated power when it comes to metabolism and nerve function. Vitamin B6, particularly in its active form P5P, pyridoxal 5-phosphate, is like your body's behind-the-scenes technician, keeping blood sugar in check, boosting mood, and maintaining nerve function all at once. It's especially vital for people with diabetes, who often deal with insulin resistance and nerve complications. The problem? Metformin users may unknowingly be draining their B6 levels faster than they can replenish them. And when that happens, it's like your metabolism starts glitching, energy drops, sleep goes sideways, and even your emotional stability takes a hit. Let's get real here. About 50 to 70% of diabetics are running low on B6. That's no small number. And you're not fixing it by just eating better. Even a balanced diet plan may fall short if your body can't convert standard B6 to its active form. That's why P5P is such a game changer. It skips the liver processing step and gets right to work, supporting glucose metabolism, improving insulin sensitivity, and protecting your nerves. Think of it like switching from dial-up to high-speed internet. Suddenly, everything functions smoother and faster. Want to know how to eat for B6? Tuna, salmon, chickpeas, potatoes, and bananas are your go-tos. But again, if your body struggles to absorb or convert it, especially if you're on medications, supplements with P5P might be the wiser move. And here's a little insider tip. Pairing B6 with magnesium enhances absorption and function, which is a game-winning combo for those chasing better blood sugar control. Still, all this is just the beginning, because when you dive into the actual benefits of supplementing with P5P consistently, that's where the real transformation starts to take shape. Imagine giving your body the upgrade it's been begging for. P5P supplementation does exactly that. Unlike regular B6, which your liver has to convert before it can be used, P5P jumps straight into action. That means quicker nerve repair, better insulin function, and even a boost in neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. Think clearer thoughts, steadier moods, and less of that on edge feeling so many people normalize. It's not magic, it's biology finally working with you, not against you. What makes P5P so powerful for diabetics is its ability to lower homocysteine and repair nerve damage before it becomes irreversible. A client of mine started with just 50 milligrams daily, and within weeks, the numbness in his feet faded and his sleep improved dramatically. That's what happens when your biochemistry stops struggling and starts flowing. Most people fall in the 25 to 100 milligrams range for daily dosing, but depending on your case, a health professional might recommend more. Always test, never guess. And here's the cherry on top. P5P also boosts the effectiveness of other nutrients, especially when you're already focused on healthy eating habits. It's like adding a turbocharger to your metabolic engine. You're not just surviving, you're optimizing. Combine it with smart foods to avoid, like sugar-heavy snacks that spike and crash your energy, and your body starts running smoother than ever. But to really put these ideas into practice, we've got to look at where all this P5P actually comes from. When it comes to loading up on vitamin B6, especially in its P5P form, food can be your first line of defense, if you know where to look. Tuna and salmon lead the charge, offering a powerful punch of B6 along with healthy fats that support heart and brain function. Chickpeas are another powerhouse, great in salads, soups, or even roasted for a crunchy snack. And yes, even humble potatoes and bananas play a role here. They may not sound glamorous, but they're your daily, affordable allies in keeping nerves calm and blood sugar steady. But, and it's a big but, if you're someone who's dealing with absorption issues or nerve-related symptoms, food alone might not cut it. That's where high-quality P5P supplements come in. These are particularly helpful for those who've struggled with gut health foods not delivering results, or who are asking, is food healthy enough to fix my issues? Sometimes the answer is no, and that's okay. The key is knowing when to level up your strategy. Supplements aren't a shortcut, they're a precision tool. If you're wondering how to get started, begin by combining food sources with a small dose of P5P. 25 milligrams daily is a common, safe start. Pair it with magnesium to maximize absorption and track how you feel over a few weeks. More energy, less brain fog, better blood sugar balance. These are the signs your body's thanking you. And if all this seems like a lot, don't worry. In just a moment, I'm going to tie all these powerful insights into a bigger picture. So stick with me, because what's coming next could truly change the way you manage your health. Now that you've uncovered the vital role of these three powerhouse vitamins, B12, B9, and B6, It's time to ask yourself a tough question. What will you do with this knowledge? Because here's the thing. Most people will hear this, nod their heads, and go right back to their old habits. But not you. You've made it this far because you're ready to take control of your health in a way that's deeper than just eating better. Are you going to keep wondering, is food healthy enough? Or are you finally ready to build a balanced diet plan that includes what your body truly needs? Are you going to keep struggling with unexplained fatigue, mood swings, or nerve issues? Or will you give your body the tools to thrive, tools that are often overlooked, yet scientifically backed? If you're serious about breaking the cycle, start applying what you've learned today. Leave a comment and tell me, which of these vitamins do you feel your body has been craving? And which change are you committed to making this week? And hey, don't let this be your last step. Make it your first. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our growing community of people who are rewriting their health stories one smart choice at a time. Because the more you learn, the better you live, and I'll be right here to guide you.